Hello, welcome to my half-assed channel. My name is Adam Khan. Fancy YouTube music going on in the background. So, I'm going to start with my usual disclaimer. I'm not a financial planner, I'm not an accountant, and I'm not a lawyer. Please use any of the information I provide just as entertainment only. Reach out to your financial advisors and professionals for any of those decisions. I had a really interesting weekend with Jacob where we started working on his account, but I'm not going to show that video. I'll tell you about it, and then when we get a little further down the line, I'm going to tell you why we're not going to use that video, as well as tell you what happened, where it went, and why we're going to go a little bit of a different direction, because I thought it was really interesting. So we sat down and went over some of the stocks, and he talked about, buying Amazon and Google and some others, and then I even gave some advice on some ones, what I did in preparation. So for those of you who didn't see the video or may want a refresher, we talked about using some of the money to create his own version of a allowance. So we wanted to be around $50 a month. I did some research on Google of some different ETFs and some different high yield funds that pay higher return between like 8, 9, 10, or 11%, figuring we could use a portion to create that income stream. And then he was going to use the balance to buy some additional stocks. So I found one with the stock ticker PFFA. That pays about 10% at a 16 and a quarter cent, and it pays every month. And then I found one that was a higher interest rate return. Now for those of you who don't understand, that equates to the risk in the stock. So to be fair, if you're buying a stock that pays 12 or 15% return, they're taking some risk to get that. It isn't guaranteed. Now, Jacob's 12 years old. He has a long time horizon. It's okay if we hit a bump in the road. But we bought 100 shares of that one. It was around 22 or 2,300, and he had spent about 3,300 on PFFA, which is a preferred stock account that they're a fund that pays around 9 or 10% as well. Between the two, if I average them out, because one pays monthly and the other one pays quarterly, if I take the quarterly divided by 3, add that to the monthly, he's at about $57 a month. After doing that, with what he spent, he had roughly $4,200 or $4,300 left that we talked about buying stocks with. We talked about Amazon, Google. I know I mentioned those. And then he started going on the computer. He opened the account. In another video, I can show you how simple it is to place the buy and sell orders. And after he and I discussed that, he then went into Sofi and started looking at the different stocks. He started seeing their history, where they traded before. He could find out all sorts of information, ask me questions. And what happened after the video, what I started to realize is why am I helping him pick the stocks? He's finding them. He's searching their system. He's asking questions about different ones he finds, what they do, and things like that. And then he's finding ones he wants to buy. So my goal is to help him learn. If he's picking his own, I find when anybody wants to make their own decisions. So I'm not too concerned whether he wins or loses. He can make his own decision and pick the stocks. To be perfectly honest, he's picking companies that I've heard of and you've probably heard of as well. I was thoroughly shocked when he found Shopify and not only knew what it was, but had a better understanding than I did. I mean, in some ways I've heard of them. I know the stock does well. And I said, well, do you know what they do? And his response was, well, yeah, if you have a product or something you want to sell, you take some pictures of it, you work with Shopify, and they help you to turn that into a whole business. So I was thinking, I'm going to let him pick his stocks. I'm going to let him buy them, and then we'll take videos afterwards and just kind of see what he did and what he got and how he's doing. And we'll keep an eye from there. the story I told him, which is what prompted it, I'll share in another video as well, so we don't go too long in this one. I'll stop it here. It's been about 5 minutes, and I'll do a follow-up video. I'll wear the same clothes. So if you see it a few days later and think, does this guy ever shower and change? No, I do my videos all at once. So we'll stop there. I'll follow up with other videos, and you'll see them consecutively. Have a great day.